Okay, now this is where it changes. So we have, now we're working with S12, okay? S12, now look between your red lines and look at your colors. So we have 1, 2, 3 fibers out of S12 that go to PDO1, and then the balance go into PDO9. So we're gonna take our beautiful chart that tells me that 17, 18, and 19 are gonna go to PDO1. 17, 18, and 19. So I'm gonna, when I open this up, I'm gonna take out the red, the blue, and the green, and I'm gonna put them through the blue tape tube into PDO1, and then I'm gonna flip these around, and I'm gonna put the balance of S12 into PDO9.
Wait.
The rest of
Where is it? Right here, PDO1. Yeah.
Where's that thing?
Important part right here.
Oh, you need the, what you looking at, straight edge?
Also, dude, I stayed at a roadway last night up in Jersey. It's like 25 minutes from here. It was really clean. It was $68 a night.
Everything for PDO1 has to go in PDO1. Okay? Everything for PDO9 has to go in PDO9. That's why we labeled them.
Right.
Okay? So, because this one breaks up, use the straight edge. Fibers 17, 18, and 19 have to go to PDO1.
Well, where's it saying it has to go to PDO9?
Right here. The next line down. Fiber number 20, which is yellow,
Yeah, I see it now.
feeds PDO9.
Yep.
So that's when you're gonna
Put this away.
17, 18, 19.
We're going to go to S12. Before I was only pulling out 3 labels, now we're going to take out 5. So when you're at home listening to Kool and the Gang,
Nice.
and you're in your rhythm,
Dun.
right?
Yeah.
You're just on a ball.
You old enough to know about Kool and the Gang?
You just said it. Chair back. Okay, come over the chair. Straighten them out. Take your first label. Do you feel better on that one? So label up. Now, drape it over the chair. Come down to here. Find your red, your blue, and your green. You right? 17, 18, 19?
Mm-hmm.
So here's red. Here's green. Here's blue.
And now you label it as well.
Work it back. We don't buy them. If they break, they break. I mean, be gentle with them, but don't get all upset if you broke one. It's call. You don't have to call me up and say, "Oh, it broke." I don't care. If you see me in passing, say, "Hey, you know,
Let me
I
get a couple
lost
more."
one."
Yeah, but you have to start over.
Yeah.
You will, yeah.
Basically.
But I'm not saying like, you know, I don't have to
I got
report
you.
to them that you broke one. Is what I'm getting at, I guess.
Don't fuse it together. Oop, broke right here. Fuse.
Yeah.
Okay, see?
I like this man.
What is this?
You Puerto Rican?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yeah.
That's kind of much from New York.
So, the first 3,
You're like that.
17, 18, 19 have to go to PDO1. Let's get PDO1 back on top. In the blue,
Okay.
Which is the top one, right?
tray 1,
Tray one.
PDO1. So wherever your tubes go, to PDO1. So you're only taking these last 3 fibers from the S1 splitter that'll end up in here, and then the balance will go into the next tray.
Oh, I thought we left this hanging.
No. The only time they stay hanging is if it says reserve,
And that'd be at the end.
and they would stay here. Don't step on it.
Almost did. Didn't even see it.
Uh-oh, missing one.
Are we?
There it is. It's up the top. It's at the top.
2020, baby. I'm just saying. 2020.
That's because I was looking through the camera. I can't see.
Yeah, the camera's kind of blurry there, man.
It keeps, I don't know.
Blurred out.
It keeps going out of focus.
Okay, so just happen, make sure you don't get an asshole.
What's the radius on this stuff? 1 inch?
I don't know, isn't the standard 10 times the diameter of the fiber, right?
Yeah, 1 inch.
Are you really measuring? Somebody asked me that at an interview. I said, dude, I don't measure it. I can look at it and tell when it's getting too tight. It's like, you gonna take out a ruler?
Yeah.
Well, probably it just starts bouncing. The signal starts bouncing.
You know, it's like once you teach somebody how, you know, once you visibly show them, they'll remember.
I went to the place last year, they put fiber in it, because it wasn't running right. They took it, they had it hanging like this, and then they took the wire ties, and just as tight as they could, and it crunched all the fiber down like this. And it was almost at a 90-degree angle coming off of it. I said,
I always say to people when they treat fiber like that, it's like, do you realize
they're treating
not
like,
even coax works at a 90-degree angle?
they're treating like that fiber.
And they say, what's coax?
They normally come from copper, from splicing
Well, even
copper.
Cat 5 and Cat 6, you're not supposed to 90 that.
No, you can't.
Supposed to.
Especially Cat 6. Well, Cat 6 has got that extra strand, or they got that divider in there. It's really almost
Sometimes they have to,
impossible.
they don't
Yeah,
always
sometimes.
have the divider. Because you can order it however you want.
Well, I know, but I'm just
Well,
saying.
each manufacturer does it different is what it is.
I've been buying stuff that has the, like,
Okay, so you do one
the
loop at the bottom.
Yep, always one slack loop or,
Was this the one where, I'm trying to remember, was this the one where they were telling you to leave a bunch of slack?
this is the one where I was building them like this and then I stopped. And I said, I want more slack in the tray. Because maybe we were breaking them at the time or who knows. Just leave that like that for now. Put a label on this side because we didn't do it yet.
When AT&T started doing gigapower, they said, we're gonna run Cat 6 in every house. I'm like, what for? I say 5B
Why?
does a gig.
Yeah.
Like Cat 6 and have a long runs, and some of them houses, man, you have to go to the other side.
It didn't matter. As
I
soon as
want-
they
I
cut
want
the
my,
price of it,
internet
they
over
didn't,
here.
they didn't get us none.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so expensive.
Yeah,
Can't get Cat
we're
6.
gonna go. Dude, I got into a big argument with the manager, and then he was like, "That's how we're doing it." I said, "Okay."
Cat
And then,
6 at home.
And then they came, they showed. I said, "Was it Cat 6?" Oh, they're not gonna do it.
Oh, man, we do it.
That's why they didn't like me, because I was always right. This guy, and, you know, I usually try to pull him to the side, but you know how it is. Sometimes I had to make him wrong in front of the boys. So that's what happens when you hire managers that don't know the job. It's not like it used to be, you know, where your manager did it for 35 years.
You got all 3 in there?
Not yet. Well, 3 are in there.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah,
You got
yeah,
the
yeah.
3. Your 3 in
And
there.
then this
Now
one's
the
gonna come
balance,
out.
already labeled,
Mhm.
right? So you label them as a total in the beginning, and then you take your balance, and you run them into your next tray, which will end up going into your clean, empty blue tube.
Blue to number tray 1. No, 2.
Tray 2. Because this is PDO 9.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm getting it. Slowly.
We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. That's what D asked me. He says, "It started to make sense to you?"
Already, he asked you?
yeah. Oh, it's making sense yesterday.
Well, you've been here the longest.
Yeah.
I know how many was today.
But he don't drink.
I don't care. He will by the time I get done with him.
He eats.
He will get
I,
done.
yeah.
And squats. Powerless. There you go.
Yeah, squats and
Yeah. He bench
front
presses.
squats and deadlifts. I just started getting into heavy benching.
Buddy man's coming up here. He's actually a
That's
power
fun.
lifter.
Yeah.
My little cousin think about going to a meet and see I can't let him pass me. So I gotta stay on top of it.
Oh, you're one of those.
What? You can't let my little cousin pass me, man.
Yeah. If he's doing meats, he ain't no little cousin. Probably like Mr. T.
He's still gonna have to show me. But then we got another cousin. My wife calls him action figure.
Oh yeah.
She calls him G.I. Joe the Kung Fu Grip. He's
All
jacked.
ripped up, huh?
Yeah, man. He's in the Marines for years.
Freaking jarheads.
But the way he eats, like we had a film reunion, he ate nothing. Like he eats for purpose. There's no pleasure in his eating. Like his Facebook.
It's fuel. It's only fuel.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
His Facebook is like, yeah, I had oatmeal today. It's like, that's what you said yesterday.
Yeah.
Just plain oatmeal.
Just don't sound fun to me, man.
Okay, so we split them up, PDO1 and PDO2.
All right.
That's why these red lines come in handy, because it just
Right.
gives you
Yeah,
a
it tells
reference
you.
point of where, in case you get lost. You got the red lines, you use a straight edge, whatever you need to do. Now we're going to go into S13, and we read down here, we see the last one is a reserve fiber, which is going to be the slate. So we're going to pull the slate out ahead of time. So we're going to open it up, put the label on it, pull slate out, we're going to coil slate up in here and leave it. And then we're going to run our balance up to PDO9.
Cool.
So reserve is always slid, right?
Reserve is usually the last fiber.
Or the last 3 or 4 5.
Now, like I said, if you break something and you need to reuse the reserve fiber, you're out in the field, you're splicing, something happened, your scissors fell out of your hand, they fell in the tray, whatever. Use it
Load it.
And record it.
and record it so it can be put onto a red line drawing. Now, I'm not going to tell you that I have not spliced them back together, because I have.
So that has a 3 on it, right? 3 marked.
Is that the last one? Yeah,
All right, so you see the 3 hashes?
Yep.
Now remember, they end there. There's no more hashes anywhere else up the splitter. They're only at the beginning.
Okay.
We'll close up our S. I put them in here separately. The guy that works for me, when I had him doing them, he put them in a little tackle box with all the little compartments.
Yeah.
But guess what happens? When you pick one up that's sticking to the other one and it falls off halfway over, it falls into the tray. And you didn't see it. And now you pick up your S31 thinking that it's S31, and it's not, it's the S13.
You know what happened to me one time? Tackle box actually opened my vehicle.
And now we'll pull 4 out because we use 1, 2,
Everything's all
3,
together.
and then the 4th one for the reserve. So little steps you can get ahead of yourself on, get stuff out ahead of time.
So you're gonna pull the slate out.
Slate. Still label it, right? You still label the slate? Where's my
You label the whole thing always.
Okay.
Because
Oh,
if you
okay. And
forgot to
then-
label slate, you can,
You know-
here you can follow it back to the splitter no matter what.
But you might not realize where they actually came from.
Right. Keep it draped over, you're pulling one out, maybe you want to separate them ahead of time a little bit.
He said it's staying in that tray, so
Right.
I get it out.
And make sure it's slate, not white.
Doesn't matter.
You say tomato, I say tomato.
Yeah.
Peel it out, don't step on them.
And if you splice it wrong, just tell them, hey, the count's going to change a little bit.
Yeah. All right, so all I do is, with this one, just bring it around here like I was going to wrap it in. I stop it about here. I grab it, I open my fingers, and this seems to be a pretty decent size.
It's not my phone.
It's mine. Loop.
All right, cool.
Take our label,
Label that as well.
label this as well.
That's the label. Okay.
And not so many words, I was told to pretend an idiot's going to come in here.
Because they are.
Yeah.